What's up, guys? What's up, guys? You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. As I promised in the session we had in the morning during the London session, that I'm gonna be live today, and I'm going to be analyzing the market and see how the Fed's monetary policy is going to affect the market and how we can take advantage of the interest rate decision. So all eyes are pointing down to the United States of America, and we are all anticipating, trying to check what is going to be our fate after the release of the news. So in the next 15 minutes, I'll quickly try and check USD pairs across board and look at them technically and see what we might be expecting across board. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the next 15 minutes before the news release. Then we can now take 5-minute break to observe and see how the volatility is going to be, if there's going to be any, and if there won't be any volatility, then you can know what should be our conclusion on what to trade. So back to our trading chart, guys. We are going to be focusing primarily on USD pairs alone today, for now. You know, I've already analyzed Bitcoin in the morning session. I analyzed Bitcoin, analyzed Ethereum, and my stand is clear on any of them, on both of them. So now let's go to the DXY and see what's happening there. When we were doing the analysis during the London session in the morning, you could see the market was trading around here then, and there has not been a lot of movements like that. The only movement we've seen is just something like this, and then to the upside again. So if you were present, you will know that my analysis was that is a high possibility that this is an impulse wave 1, correction to downside, this is wave 2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly what I thought, and I drew these two levels. The first level was above here, that if there's a break above here, we should expect that market is going to go higher, but if there's a break below here, the market is going to fall. That was my anticipation. So to be more clearer, we could see that markets, let's say price action, has really confirmed this move with what we have here. All of these are labeled as my wave 1, and these I can label it as my wave 2. Then what I cannot say 100% that I'm not sure about is this an impulse? This is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3. Let's zoom in 3-minute time frame and see what's happening there. Looks like 1, this looks like 2, this looks like 3. This looks like another ABC, and then correction downward. Then this looks like another ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending that one. 1, 2, 3. Correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Alright. So for the XY, guys, one has to be very, very careful. There may be opportunity to sell for DXY. There may be very, very good opportunity to sell DXY. It all depends on what the market is going to do. I hope you guys can see my charts perfectly. Alright. Yeah, I think it's bigger that way. Yes. So that's that about DXY, guys. Let's quickly check out on euro dollar, and you see my analysis for euro dollar. If you were here in the morning, is that I'm anticipating that there's going to be a fall to this price level, and that's exactly what happened. Price dropped from this region after the morning session, dropped further into this price level. So I'm anticipating there's going to be a push to the upside. I'm seeing the whole of this move as a correction, as an ABC correction downward. This is my first leg, A. This is the second leg, and this is the third leg of the correction. That's a zigzag correction. This is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this is wave 5. So we never can say this is how it's going to move after the news release, but definitely we are going to wait till the market reacts after the news that's going to be released in the next 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes left now. All right. So the decision about the interest rate is going to be one of two things. Here is it on the chart. So Fed interest rate decision. The decision is either to maintain at the previous interest rate of 1.75%, or to increase it further to 2.5%. So that is what we are anticipating. So what will that be? What implication would that give the US dollar? So according to what FX Street right here, fundamentally a rate hike is going to boost the local currency, as is understood as a sign of healthy inflation. So but if there's a rate cut, which definitely cannot be, I don't think there's going to be a rate cut at this time, at this crucial time in the market. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. So based on the fundamental analysis, if there is a vote on increasing the interest rate from 1.75 to 2.5%, then we are going to see something like US dollar going higher and higher. We might see a bullish move for US dollar, meaning we might be seeing DXY going higher, something like that. And we may be seeing USD CHF also going higher. And here is my analysis on USD CHF since the London session analysis that we have. Guys, if you are new to my channel, I want to urge you to please kindly like this video and make sure you subscribe so that you can join us whenever we are having our live trading session. On tomorrow we are going to be having the live trading session also by 11 o'clock UK time. So I want you guys to please make it a date and just turn on your notification so that you can get it when I'm live. Thank you for doing that. So back to the analysis for USD CHF. What I'm anticipating is that the whole of this move from this high is my wave 1, this is wave 2, and this is wave 3 that terminated here. So if that is the case, I'm anticipating a correction of ABC up to this high. So for me also, I think USD is going to gain momentum to the upside for the short term outlook, for the meantime, especially after the release of the news. That is what I think. And what I'm anticipating to trade, this is, let me show you guys. USD CHF is among what I'm expecting to trade. So what I'm going to do is this. I know market will either go two ways. Either it's going up or it's going down, buying or selling. Fine. So at it is now, all of this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 how to get there, but price hasn't got down here. So what we might now see is just, you can see something like a push to the upside here before market now start coming down. That is very, very much possible. That's highly possible. From our spot, fine. You see, you can see a push to the upside then before market start crashing. That is the number one possible scenario. And the second scenario is that you might see market just plummeting down straight. So if there's going to be a bullish move for USD CHF, it's just going to be for the short while, and it can even be in form of a spike to the upside, you know, a very, very, very fast spike before market now starts pointing down. So that's exactly what I'm expecting for euro dollar also. Euro dollar, I don't think it's just going to start going up straight down. No, we might see a spike to the downside before market starts pushing up. So either ways, I'm not going to be jumping into the trade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how market reacts. Then I'm going to wait for retracements to see when I'm going to join these trades. So that's that for euro dollar, guys. Let's see what's on gold. Is gold going to be affected with the news release? Let's see. Yeah, possibly. It's very, very possible, highly possible that gold is going to be affected, because gold is already forming higher highs and being bullish without the release of the news itself. So that's why you have to be careful. All these bullish move from this very low to the current price might just be a fake movement, and it might just be sellers that are closing their position because of the news release. They don't know what is going to be happening next. Maybe that's why they are trying to just close their position. Here is an ABC move followed by impulse. Fine, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the end of wave 5. Fantastic. That's what's going to happen. So for gold, let me keep staring at the time so I won't miss out. So for gold, I'm expecting something like this already. Yeah, so I'm expecting price to go as high as 1729 region. So I'm expecting price to get to this zone. Expecting to go to this zone, but it shouldn't break above this invalidation level. So if we see any confirmation candlestick here that is bearish, I'm going to sell gold. But let's see how it's going to be. So that's one possible movement, and the movement might be so fast and you won't even be able to catch any of those trades. You know, the market is so funny at times, but what am I to, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. sorry guys. All right, 3 minutes to the release of the news, guys. Three minutes to the release of news. Let's see what's happening. So I've analyzed the XY, euro dollar, USD and gold, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Now let me look at the indices also: US oil, NASDAQ, and US 500. see. All right. Let me check the indices. US oil. Already analyzed US oil for you guys. This is an ABC correction. So clear. And this is something that looks like an impulse. Here it is. Here it is. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. The all of this correction is wave 4. And that's wave 5 to the downside. And then see. So 1 minute to the release of news, guys. Let's see, is there gonna be an interest rate hike or not? That's what we are going to find out in the next couple of seconds. It's not up to a minute anymore. So US 500, it's going to fall. Yeah, it's time. Alright guys, it's time. Let's check the outcome. Let me try and refresh this page and see what's happening. Let's see. Alright. Not yet updated. Not yet updated. Alright. Fantastic. So the decision has been released. There is an officially interest rate hike. Interest rate has been increased from 1.75% to 2.5%. Let's see how that is going to affect the USD pairs, starting from the XY itself. We're not seeing much movement right now, just because it's something that I think most traders have anticipated. Everyone has predicted that there's going to be an increase in the interest rate, and that's why you're seeing that the volatility is not that much currently. And for USD CHF, let's see, traders has not really reacted to the news, and markets still remain as it is. And let's see. Market seems to be calm. It seems as if there is no volatility in the market. But I know in the couple of minutes now, before you see 5-10 minutes now, there should be big moves. USD CHF started retracing. Yes, I've started retracing downward. Can you see that pull down? Anticipated a euro dollar. I start looking at going higher and higher, and I'm sure gold also will have resumed the bullish move. You see that? Can you see that? Gold also has gone higher. The price is pushing up as anticipated. You're going to get into this region, and that's going to be the defining moment. Now euro dollar, back to euro dollar. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Then we have USD CHF. So that is it, guys. The news has been released, ideally there should be strength. There should be strength for USD across pairs, because whenever there's an interest rate hike, it's telling us that the domestic currency is becoming more expensive. So at least that should be visible on DXY, but market is doing something else. So let's wait and see. And that really, I think, is going with my analysis that we are going to see something like either a push down straight up from there, or we see this as a retracement that might go higher again before we see a push to the downside. I know one of the two will happen. So the information I'm having on the chart right here is not enough for me to pick any trade position. So let me just keep looking at it and see what's going to happen. So this is as a result of the fact that most traders, and let me just say all the investors, are anticipating that interest rate is going to be increased. And that's why you're seeing market reacting this way. There's nothing much, nothing new, you know, it has already been discounted. So that's why you could see that there's no big movements as it used to be normally after the Fed interest rate decision release. So that's why we have what we have currently. So I'm still going to hang on right here for the next 10-15 minutes, for the next 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, guys, you can just drop it there. I'm going to attend to them. But for now, let's keep looking at what the market is doing. So I'll just be hanging on here for like 5-10 minutes, watching the market together, and we see if there are any alternative to all the scenarios we have analyzed. All right. Adi Jawad, I can see you. He said BTC will hit 23,000. Adi Jawad, I can see you. Let me quickly check the BTC chart and see what's happening. Okay. Volatility here on BTC also in the past 5 minutes. Jawad, what BTC is doing is what we have anticipated already. We have analyzed this today in the morning session that there's going to be a retracement up to this trend line before markets start pushing down. And can you see this week? I don't think market is going to close above this price. That might be the highest price for BTC for today. So let's see how it's going to go. There might be a huge retracement right from this region now to the downside. So there are more analysis that is supporting the downwards move for BTC than there is for the bullish outlook. So that's what I can tell you the word for now. But we never can tell. We don't know how it's gonna happen, but you know, the market will definitely do whatever he wants. Back to our DXY analysis, our USD pairs. Let's see. Okay, USD is currently retracing. DXY is retracing down. I think there might be opportunity to join maybe a buy position on DXY or a sell position. I never can tell now. But the one that is clear for me, that's very clear to me right now, is USD CHF. As you can see, for euro dollar, I'm expecting market to push up higher, but with the release of the news, market is not really moving much. There's not much volatility, just because everyone anticipated the rate hike already, and that's exactly what happened. So tomorrow morning by 11 o'clock UK time, I'm going to be right here and I'm going to be reanalyzing all these currency pairs, and we are going to conclude together on the best tradable setups for us. So for now, I don't have any recommendation to buy or sell any of these pairs right now, because price has not really giving us a nice setup to trade. So I don't like forcing setups. If I want to force setup, I'll be like, oh, this is 1, 2, blah, 4, 5. No, it's not yet clear enough. For euro dollar, I'm anticipating that they're going to push up from this region. There's a bit of rejection there, but this is not convincing. It's not yet convincing. The only scenario that I can advise you to pick this buy is if you are ready to put your stop loss behind this invalidation level and you are ready to risk that much. That's when I can say, okay, you can go ahead and buy a euro dollar now. As for gold, I anticipated that it's going to push up to this price region, and that's what it did. Then it's doing that like as if it's retracing now. But let's see how it goes. I'm going to update you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you guys are going to join me live by 11 o'clock UK time tomorrow, when we are going to be continuing the live session. That's when I think we will have enough data, price movements before then, so we can analyze, and hopefully we are going to find a very nice position to key in before then. So guys, 30 minutes almost up. Thank you for joining this live session. I fulfilled my promise that I did in the morning, that I'm going to have a live session this evening, and yeah, I am at the end of the live session today. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please endeavor to do so, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified firsthand whenever we are live. Thank you guys for listening, and have a profitable trading day ahead. Bye for now.